Hey everybody, Want to Wisdom here. We're back for what I guess will probably be part 2 of our Skylanders Swap Force Blind playthrough. I've kind of been messing around here, checking out the menu and trying to peg everything down. Essentially, what you can do here from the menu. What's really bad here is they put the mobile code there for everyone, so essentially before I do anything with these, I'm gonna have to go in there and claim it via my iPad. It would be nice. I mean, I like having it there, but I wish there was just below stats, hats, quests, manage, etc. I wish there was one that said mobile code and you clicked on it and then you saw that. As is, it kind of kills things. It's gonna make it to where I literally have to enter that in online first. You can change your hats there, the upgrades. I'll just kind of showcase this to you. On the Swap Force characters, I hadn't really gotten to reiterate this. I've mentioned it a couple times, but you upgrade the top and the bottom. So if I come in here and click on the top, we've got Sword Slash to begin with Washbuckler. Then you can purchase Bubble Blaster. It's supposed to be 300. I've got a slight discount right now. He's basically got 3 purchased upgrades, and then you pick a path, and you either take, this one or that one, and then you've got a soul gem. There's actually 2 soul gems for the swappers, one for the top, one for the bottom. So you could essentially come in, get all these, and then you upgrade the bottom as well. Right now he's got Somersaulty, A to dash forward and roll over enemies with powerful tentacles. Again, you've got 3 that you can buy right here. Then you have to pick your path. You got that one, addresses tentacles, and then this one does ink trail. And then you've got your soul gem right there for the lower half. So that's kind of how it breaks down on the swappers. Regular Skylanders, same thing. You just probably don't have this top and bottom choice. Quests, this is cool. They've got their quests. They are a little different this time, at least on the swappers. The regular Skylanders may be the same. These are probably generic, all these ones with just the silver trophy. Bad Guy Basher, defeat 1,000 enemies. Fruit Frontiersman, eat 15 fruits in the story or level modes. True Gladiator, win 10 PvP player matches. Flawless Challenger, complete a non-story mode level with full health. Totally maxed out, reach level 20 and get all the upgrades. Water Specific, cost 7,500. Damn, he's actually done a lot already. That's surprising. In Giants, it takes a long time to do that. Right over here, Extinguisher, defeat a total of 25 fire golems. Then Aficionado, like what they did there, catch 25 fish with the fishing rod. And then the main one specific to the character is going to be this last one on the right. Sleep with the fishes, defeat 50 enemies with the fish in your bubbles. So some of these are going to be easier to do with certain upgrade paths and others, etc. You can manage, you can reset them, nickname them, etc. Right here, Portal Master. There are a ridiculous number of accolades for us to earn this time, which is cool. But it's I might actually save all this for standalone videos, but you've got essentially our story mode right here. As you can see, I'm 100% now, so that's pretty cool. Flick forward is 100% again. Octane probably didn't have Drilla, but what you can do, the Y button, which it didn't used to be there, when it was just had the 2 locked chapters. When you press details, it actually lists everything out. This is what we're used to. It indicates the highest difficulty you've played and completed it on. Highlights your dares, and then the last one highlights the collection. So, if you were sitting at 84% and you hadn't played chapter 1 in forever, couldn't remember what you didn't do, you could come back in and see that you're missing 2 hats in the bonus mission map or something. So that's kind of a nice touch that we still have this. If you got a lot of friends, I guess you can hit the leaderboard. I don't know. I'm guessing it would probably show only 3, maybe 5, and then it would run out of real estate. So if you got a bunch of friends on here, you can push that, keep tabs on your buddies. Gonna apparently be 126 of these swap zone challenges. Again, we got, I guess, 3 of them here. I guess you'll get one in each of the challenges you complete. Treetop Jaunt, Forest Flyby, and Spiky Pit. The bonus missions, we actually have one. They're currently locked. Story mode to unlock time attack. I'm assuming where this used to be like critical to each chapter, like part of the dares, complete in under 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Now it's going to be like an extra additional deal, so that won't actually tie into you 3-starring the chapters. This one is score mode. You need to complete story mode to unlock that. Coming down over here, earn stars by completing solo and team survival objectives. Let's take a look at that. Okay, so that's like our, battle mode type stuff. So, Portal Master accolades. This one's nutty. There's 87 of them. Earn 3 stars on 6 story levels. Twinkle Twinkle, earn at least 2 stars on 8. You get the idea. It's going to continue on 87 times, probably getting more aggressive. I just pressed over here to, kind of highlight that. You got the challenge accolades, exploration, collection, completion, and then all. So we'll back out of that. Right here is the challenge accolades, which we just mentioned. Again, like right here, unlock 12 swap zone challenges, etc. Exploration accolades, Woodborough Wander, discover area. I guess I've kind of been working on that. Find 12 hats, you get a feel for it. There's different elements you can select, and then the collection is right here. Currently, we just need to add one more to get some accolade. Add one swap for Skylander of each elemental type to your collection. Super 16, yada yada. Swap detective, play with 16. Let's go ahead and just cycle all the way down here. Okay, bounce into action, add both bounce. Okay, so the bottom ones aren't necessarily tougher. We can do that. We've actually cranked out a lot of these. Yeah, 9 of them, so I mean, you get the idea. We'll get all that eventually. I will shoot to 100% everything here, so it's just kind of going to take some time to figure out. That said, what I want to do now, I did kind of walk around here to try and get a feel for it. First thing I did is actually backtrack. That's what I like to do first in any level, and I found something. The good news is I didn't open it, so that's what we'll do now. It should be a little present. Don't know if it's a winged sapphire or a hat, something. Well, it's a hat. I was hoping it was a winged sapphire. Like it's Nuki hat. They call it a Puma hat. Plus 10 armor, plus 2 critical hit percentage, plus 10 elemental power. Nah, he's already wearing a hat. We won't make him do that. Again, we are supposed to talk to the hip bros. It'd be cool if that water had made you go a little faster. But, let's see. I'm just kind of going to meander around for us here. Let's see what he has to say.
That the power pod will magically turn gold into new powers for Skylanders.
Is that guy pumping iron right there? Or stone, I should say? It looked like it. I didn't actually talk to this dude.
There hasn't been a Skylander in Cloudbreak for about 100 years.
I'm thinking eventually we can go over there. I thought initially we could break it and go. That's clearly not the case. Maybe some of this. So what I was hoping for is there'd be like wads of cash we could pick up that would respawn between chapters. Looks like it's different than that. There was some interesting stuff here. This thing kind of shimmers. Doesn't seem we can jump that high though. I don't know what this does.
Sail away!
Oh, okay. That's kind of cool. Like teleports you over there. That comes in handy. Saves a lot of time, essentially. Okay, there's some. Is that money? I don't know. It's turning them all blue. That could just be, kind of like the lights in the dredge yacht. Okay, so you can bounce on mushrooms. That's kind of cool. Oh, we can jump up there. Can't go anywhere though. Let's see. I wonder if this will take us right back to where we came from.
To the sky!
Yeah, so that'll actually be handy. We can just kind of warp. think that's Flynn. He's got his back to us, and he's like really dark on my TV.
Here, but I'll be honest, it's not pretty. I don't know if she'll ever fly again. Oh, it breaks my heart to see her like this. Just give me a moment, Skylander, would ya?
Okay, funny thing, you didn't acknowledge the Skylander by name. That's something they used to do in previous versions. Sometimes, you know. There was a little bit of gold I already picked up here, just kind of incidentally walked into it. Again, that looks like it'll open eventually. That's kind of just a ship being towed there. Coming around this way, is there anything we can do? This was just like a little dead end. I'm sure at some point in time something will show up there. Doesn't look like there's going to be like a big wad of cash anywhere for us, which is a little disappointing. Okay, we can talk to that. Okay, so talk to the Hip Bros. Thank you. I thought you did something cool. There's some gold for us. Go ahead, come down here.
You're really a Skylander.
Well, I already talked to him. Let's go this way
It'll
now.
take some time to rebuild, but thanks to you, we've got a chance.
Again, I think as you progress, you're going to open stuff up. I guess those are the 4, what do they call them, elementalists or something? That kind of looks like a demonic drunk Bozo the Clown from ancient China. Looks like a Slimer Pokemon. This looks like an Angry Bird. And what was the 4th one? Can't really see it too well. Looks like something from The Legend of Zelda, kinda. We'll run with that for now. Maybe we'll learn more about the ancient elementalists as time progresses here. Can't jump down there. Those are the guys we're supposed to talk to, but I'm gonna mess around a little bit. Want to make sure you can't go up that way. Trying to bounce off the mushroom to do it. That's not working well. Okay, I don't think we're going to be able to go anywhere, so we'll just talk to these guys. I guess him first. Yada yada.
Hey there,
Okay, we'll see what he says.
I'm Tuck, and this big lug here is my brother Gorm.
I am the protector of the Power Pod. The legend says it will give amazing new powers to Skylanders.
Ha! Some protector. You broke it.
I only wanted to peek inside.
You don't know your own strength, you big jamook.
It's true. I have achieved physical perfection. But don't worry about the pod. I'm sure it will still work. Maybe. Oh, go on, Skylander! Try it!
Okay, guess we have to, so ZR, be our interaction. Oh, so we fixed it. That's nice. Can we break this stuff and make money? Yes, we can. Learn about upgrades though. I guess we need to talk to those guys, or can we just do it here? No, I guess we have to talk to him, hence the blue arrow.
Skylander. Now, let me show you how to use it. Here is where a Swap Force Skylander can choose to upgrade their top half or bottom half. Here is
Okay,
where you see what
let's just
upgrades
do
are
top. Okay, so essentially, I mean, we could come in, we can't afford that yet, so, let's go ahead and just buy him the Bubble Blaster. This is essentially his tertiary attack. It'll be like, you know, the primary is a sword slag. I mean, it's hard to explain really, but we're just gonna buy it. I feel like we can go back. I can get the damage numbers from the playthrough there. So, Bubble Blaster. Press X to shoot a bubble that will trap an enemy for a short time. We'll pick that up. And here's the ubiquitous cutscene. Wasn't too bad. We're down there to 333 now. Let's back out. See what they do. Bottom would be the same way. Octolash, hold A to slap enemies with 2 tentacles. We'll go ahead, let's just go ahead and buy that too. I probably shouldn't. Oh well. I can get base numbers maybe with Dark Washbuckler. He doesn't have enough money to do anything else. Let's get out of here.
Now you can upgrade
Back
yourself
out.
to perfection, like me, and become ready for any challenge.
Oh, and now that you know how to get new upgrades, try using an ability on a training dummy over there in the yard.
Sweet. Okay, hopefully this gives us damage numbers. That would be awesome. Let's see here. Let's take a look at what we did. Right now, B button's jump, as you can see there. A button, that's got the Octolash going now. You can actually stand pat and slap a little. Y is the primary, that's the sword slash you're used to seeing, and then X is our new one. That's the bubble gun. That's gonna help him. I wish I had that when I battled my nephew. Let's go ahead and do the sword slash as primary.
Those training will tell you how much damage your attacks are doing. I hooked that up myself. Pretty handy, huh?
Thank
You
you.
might want to check on your pal Flynn over at the air docks. He's getting antsy about that ship of his.
Thank you. Okay, that's gonna make our lives so much more enjoyable. I don't know. I know they said everyone wanted the jump ability. This to me is bigger than jumping. I would be fine with bounce pads, but what I had planned to do in this playthrough, now I guess I don't have to do it because I'll be able to easily document it, but what I wanted to do is go upgrade by upgrade and assess the damage numbers. Basically meaning box stock, Washbuckler did this with this attack, this number damage with that attack, then when I bought him the first upgrade it went to this, yada yada. It looks like it's going to pop in and kind of tell us what to do if you forget or don't get to play for a while. But let's continue on here.
Skylander, they're enchanted to be indestructible.
Okay, hopefully we don't have anything else to say, but that was 34. Okay, and they're gonna spit gold. That is nice. Even, let's see what it does. 1, I mean, even if it is 1, it's nice. I think I saw some 54s in there. Yeah, so every couple of hits it looks like he's rattling off maybe a combo or something. I say that and he hadn't done it. But 34 is gonna be that attack. It has not been upgraded yet because we bought, this new attack. So the bubble gun's gonna do 25. Feel good about it. Let's try it at range and see. Okay, so it does. Oh, we got a sheep. That is awesome. Okay, I'm really gonna enjoy this. This is a simple thing. Probably didn't get much press. No one thought it was worth mentioning. I do. This is a big deal for those of us like myself that are into damage numbers, want to know the stats. Hats off to Vicarious Visions. This is nothing they highlighted, and I sincerely appreciate it. So I'm stoked about this deal. That said, we're gonna go ahead now, and I want to see. This will be upgraded. This lower body, but looks like 35's on the initial slap, and then 25 when he rolls through. So. And again, you can basically just come over here and go to town, button mash, whatever you need to do, figure out some combo moves, etc. So I think that's actually a pretty sweet little setup there. We need to talk to Flynn now, but at least we know that. Okay, can't get in there sadly. But I think, like I said, this is kind of akin to the ruins on SSA. It's a little dressed up, a little fancier, but I believe Woodburrow, I would essentially consider that, like I said, to be kind of the equivalent. So, let's see. We need to talk to Flynn. He's probably going to want us to start Chapter 2.
Hello, Skylander
See what he
friend.
says first.
Are you ready to achieve physical perfection to rival my own?
Okay, so he's interested. No. Okay, they don't even give you a choice. You just automatically go in there. That's not cool. But we'll back out. Okay. So apparently you have to walk out. I thought he'd just do it automatically. But, you know what? We should have just teleported. I think that'll save us a lot of time. This is already up to 20-ish minutes. So. ZR and then BBBBB. Alright, let's see what he says, and if it's a chapter, you know, I'm not gonna do it.
Trying to see if there's anything worth salvaging here. Awesome! My far speaker's still in one piece. Now I can talk to you from far away while you're doing heroic Skylander stuff. It'll be like we're a team. Boom!
Oh, there you are, Skylander. We found out the Chiefess and some of the elder townsfolk are being held at Cascade Glade.
It is very important that you find the Chiefess. Without her, the ancient elementals won't return to Woodborough, and the magic of Skylands will never be replenished.
We'd better hurry. There's no telling what kind of danger they're in. Okay, just let me know when you're
Okay,
ready.
no. We'll come back in and we'll do that in like brand new recording. But I feel like we've walked around this place pretty well. I have a good feel for it. We can now upgrade our Skylanders. I think that little test ground thing is really cool. In fact, I'm probably going to put everybody on the portal here that I haven't and do that. What I liked to do in the past, of course, was introduce the Skylander, put them on the portal of power, you know, for the first time. Show you what they look like, what their base powers are, little stories on them, you know, everything like that. There's no heroic challenges in this game. I know some people probably are happy about that. It cuts down, you know, on like the redundancy aspect. The sad thing is, I don't really mind the heroics with a new character. You know, I'll admit, Series 3 Stealth Elf, you know, Ninja Stealth Elf, Dark Stealth Elf, Dark Mega Ramps, or Dark Spyro again, Volcanic. The people that I've taken through the hero, I didn't really want to go through all of them again, but like Washbuckler, Slobbertooth, Boomjet, Scorp, Riptide, I would gladly take the new guys through the character, I mean the heroic challenges, build up their stats. It looks like the legendary treasures and some other things are kind of going to attribute to your stat boost this time. What I could do is, actually, let's see here how we could swing this. 22 minutes. I can't do Battle Arena because there's, of course, no one here now. My nephew is asleep, getting ready for school. I can't really do any of it aside from solo. Let's go ahead and do that. I feel like I can get it done. Oh, they're all locked. That's wonderful. Okay, so there's 36 stars, so that would mean there's 12 of these in theory, since each should have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so Super Hungry Gobble Pods unlock by progressing in story mode, which we can't do. I'm pressing A and it won't let me do it. No, I don't know what you're supposed to score, but looks like David did pretty well there. That's what I was thinking I could do. I mean, I probably wouldn't do a different one every time. It'd probably be the first one, the most basic. It would just basically be to say, hey, here's Slobbertooth. Let's look at his upgrades, which we can do from this menu. And then let's go in here and go to Solo Survival and do that. So at this point in time, I guess I can't really even do that. Man.
Making my mark.
I guess what I would do is I would come in here, I'd show you what the character looked like, then I'd probably come to this screen and I'd go to their upgrades. And in a regular Skylander, you know, we'd look at them, I'd read all of them to you, then we'd showcase their power, or I guess instead of showcasing their power, then we'd come in, we'd look at their quests like we do, and then we'd back out of here, then we would go, as soon as it's unlocked that is, we'll go to level select, then we'll come to arena modes, then we'll go to solo survival, and I'll probably just play that first most basic one every time, and that way you'll get a feel for, okay, this is what Hoot Loop looks like, this is what Hoot Loop's upgrades are, this is how a Hoot Loop performs in this, solo survival deal, and you can then kind of compare them box stock across the board. So the other cool thing though is I can get damage numbers without doing anything, so I do appreciate that one. I think that's pretty cool. But as is, I guess I will end this here. Hopefully, like maybe this Cascade Glade Chapter 2, I'm thinking maybe it will give us solo survival mode option number 1. And then I'll kind of wing it from there. So I'm still, like I say, this is like a pretty significant departure from what we've seen in the past. So I'm trying to, like I say, find the best way to showcase everything to you. But this was just basically kind of an informative video, walking around Woodborough, progressing a little bit. Nothing too fancy here. I'll have that in the video description if anyone reads that. If you watch this video and you're upset because it was just walking around Woodborough, I promise you, read the video descriptions first, or while the video loads or something. It'll kind of tell you what we do, so if we're playing Cascade Glade, I'll tell you this is part 2 of 3 of Cascade Glade. If we're walking around Woodborough not doing much, I'll literally have that typed out in the description box, so keep that in mind. But we should kind of, once we get in the flow of things, unlock that solo survival, figure out how I'm going to introduce the characters, we'll get it going. But the way it's set up, I might actually make the separate playlist for the character introductions. If you object to that, let me know now. I will have probably started doing that by the time you hear this, but given the way this game's set up, I feel like that might be the best thing to do. I think it would ultimately help everyone the most. Those that want to see the playthrough, looking for something they missed in the chapter, can just go straight to that. It'll keep the, instead of having like part 169 or something crazy, it'll be like, 2, 3, 4 parts per chapter, kind of depends how long they are. If we have trouble in like a swap zone challenge or something. And what I may do, like say in Cascade Glade, say that I missed the story scroll or something, I think I'm going to go straight back to it because there's no time goals in this one. There are, but it's just something you unlock later. It's not tied in with our main objectives for the 3 stars. So I think I've got that sorted out. So essentially, if we miss a story scroll and one of the hats, I'm going to go back in there and we're going to complete it. Only time that won't happen is if there's like some swap force power we need that we don't have, or something that prevents that. So feel pretty good about that. And then as soon as I can, I'll peg down the character introductions for you, and we'll go from there. Then as we progress, I'll try to complete the game maybe a little quicker this way. I do intend to upgrade them as we go. That may turn out to be separate as well. But it'll work well with that training ground there. So again, many thanks to whoever it is that had that idea. That's something I've pushed for, is having numbers. I know they didn't have them there in the upgrades themselves, but I won't complain about having it right there on the side of the doorstep. So that said, I feel like I'm getting an idea for how I'm going to throw this one together for you. I think it'll be fun, and I'll leave it at that. This was part 2. Again, nothing major happened, just kind of getting a feel for the game. We did find that hat up there, the Puma hat, so if you missed that, I guess this was beneficial. But anyway, we'll leave it at that. Again, thank you for watching. Make sure to subscribe. That'll keep you up with all the latest. You can follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you're enjoying the game. I'm definitely starting to enjoy it as I kind of, figure out how best to approach this for you. So, again, thank you for watching, and I will catch you back here for part 3, essentially, I guess,